Hello, audience. It's great to come back to this particular webinar today. I am really happy to introduce to you a very good friend of mine. I know for a long time, more than 10 years, I suppose I have known this gentleman, and I know him as a very artistic, talented young personality. He's a gentleman who has graduated from the JJ School of Arts. He's an artist, he's a photographer, he's got multi-talented skills, and I know him for his genuineness, his helpful nature, and the way he has actually conducted himself in the last so many years. Today I'm talking to him because I would like to share something which is very close to him and his wife. They have started an initiative which is very close to their hearts, a social cause which is really very important to them, and they are bringing a lot of change in the awareness regarding this particular topic. So I am happy to introduce you today to Narysh Jogu and his wife, although she's not here, Nirmala. Both of them have been actively pursuing this initiative, a social cause. And I would like Naresh to go ahead and talk about this initiative and give us more information about this, because I think it's a very noble cause. And when I have read about it and came to know about it, I was very interested to bring it to a lot of people, and that's the reason I am conducting this meeting today with Naresh, so that we can bring this information to more people and make people more aware about this particular initiative. So thank you very much, Naresh, for being here on this meeting today. It's a real pleasure to connect with you again after a long time. And I would love for you to introduce yourself and then also talk about the initiative that you are pursuing.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Rizwan. And it's a great honor that you have invited such. It's been a long time that we are not yet met, and I think it's pleasure. You took some initiative to promote, like since we are doing it's a very long time. So myself, Naresh, and I am graduated from JJ School of Arts as an advertising professional, and it's been 20 years I've been working in this field, and advertising do a lot of social causes, but this is something which really touched me, and because this is something which I never seen, like being an ad person, we always do talk about visuals, but this is something practical which I have seen within the me and Nirmala was doing. So it is all started with my first child, all this, like so my when Nirmala was conceived and the journey started. So after the 9 months, that doctor was not available at that point. So we have to consult another gynecologist. So entire story started from, like, it's a game changing, like how this entire people like support and all these things. So we went and the doctor said it is not possible that you have to do C-section. And so we went, we took a lot of opinions, but why doctors are saying go for C-section. And Nirmala was so confident because everything in this 9 months was normal, and suddenly why doctors are saying. So we found this natural birthing center in Santa Cruz by searching on the internet. It's called Daima's Natural Birthing Center, because it's hard to take the decision on the like it's hardly 10 days left for my baby to come out, but it's very difficult because being youngest in my family, I have two brothers and sisters, because everybody is opposing why you're changing doctors and all. Because since I don't want to look out from that point, but I was seeing something which is really need, what a woman need is, because that one cut will remain lifetime, because that's what I heard what Nirmala was saying, because I don't want to go for C-section. So when I convinced my parents and their parents, so they convinced, and the main important thing is I was in the labor room, because as per, like, wherever that, if you see maternity hospital, nobody allows as a husband into the labor room. So I got a chance to see my baby to come out when I pushed it. So this entire journey started because, and it's been a wonderful that I've been there and I've been supporting her in that journey. And my baby was born with a very naturally, not interventing any kind of medication at that point. And Nirmala was very quiet, like, she had done her job in a very beautiful, because the labor, the pain is almost 10 times what we suffer. So I think I hats off to her, the decision that she took, and the entire journey went beautiful. After that, that when my baby came out, then Nirmala was having the excess milk. So we have been consulting one of the doctor in Charni Road. There is a doctor called Dr. Hanand. So he was a pediatric. Then he was suggested, why can't you donate this milk? So that was a very shocking for me at that to hear. Can we do a donate? Because I heard like you can donate organs, you can donate your blood, but I never heard like, no, someone can donate the milk. And this is something different which I heard from that doctor. Then he said there is a availability which is a human milk bank center is there in the Sign Hospital. And the main surprising thing is that the lady that who had initiated, Dr. Almeda Fernandez, she was the dean of that hospital. And this human being was launched in 1989. So it is almost 25 years, if I could see that. And no one knows there is such possibility that you can do it. And I really amazed, and I met her, and she was very much touched. And that lady was so inspired, like, someone outsider came and want to donate that human milk. Because in the hospital, what it happens, whoever come the woman for the delivery, they only take their milk. And because this is something really a different experience for me, because I never heard of it in my entire life. And one day, my dad went, because Nirmala started giving all this milk, excess milk to the hospital, and every week I used to go and deliver. So someday there was a strike in the hospital. So there was no milk was left in the fridge. And my dad went, and he was giving the milk, and the caretaker who was taking on the lab, she was crying. She was saying, you came, like, as a god, because we have not enough milk to give to the neonatal, small infant child. And she touched my father's feet, and she was crying. And that's how I was uh, uh, feel very much different, because there is a need. I think so on that point. So I was really happy, and my father was also cried. He never seen, because we always see happiness in something, but this, when he has did it by its own, then that is a different experience that he had shared to me. Naresh, you are doing a very wonderful cause, which is priceless, which is speechless. You can't do like this, because it's hard to say to women to give, because that's how it is. Like, when you see, like, this is all, like, Krishna was born with other mother, and the Devki was the person that who had the Devki who had given a birth to a Krishna, and Yashoda, that she was entire taken care. I think so that entire concept, like, gives in a different way of ball game, like, how we see the world. So this is not something which is new, which is already there in our blood, and this is already created history. So I think it is just need and educate to people that you can do these things by your own, because every woman has that capacity to give the excess milk to other, because everyone has that fear. Are there is enough milk for my child? There is always enough, and there is always excess. I think from that point, and I did a campaign for that, and I received for that I did a Maharashtra
First of
State
all,
Award.
I would like to say something here,
Yes,
Naresh.
yeah,
I would like to congratulate Nirmala, first of all, for taking such a strong decision to contribute towards the cause where not many people know about this. I'm sure 25 years you're saying that this particular division has been there for 25 years, but not many people might be knowing about it, just like you. And that is why people really don't have the opportunity to utilize these opportunities where they can contribute to children where they are not able to get the mother's milk. And this is something which is like God given to a woman, with not only for her child, but she can also contribute towards other children. And there is no limit. It's a priceless initiative that you and Nirmala have taken forward. So I really would like to compliment you on this particular initiative.
yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. And she had received an award from Sion Hospital also, being the longest donor from outside. And that doctor is also said because no one can do these things because everyone has their curiosity, like how I can do all this, So then this hospital also started collecting milk from outsiders, and they are providing a van, they are providing an entire kit to whoever wants to donate. And I think so. I have appealed, and I had come to a concept where I dressed up like a woman, and I went and I did this campaigning on the Sign Hospital at the station, and I was sitting at the ladies compartment, and I was campaigning this entire thing, and I was explaining, and at that time my daughter was came with me, so she was seeing me in a different way, and she was excited that my dad is doing something different and is explaining what my mother did. And I was really touched, and I was like very much happy that others women are also appreciated the way that it was being taken and carried forward to other people to to come out of. And because there is always, you think that there is a limitation, I think there is no limitations. I think if you think out of the box, then everything is possible. So that was the entire idea of doing.
Fantastic.
And
So
it's
that was a
been,
very bold idea from your
yeah,
side,
yeah,
basically.
because being a creative, I always think how we can do things differently, because I
Yes.
don't want to post something. If I could dress up and I could promote that in my way, and since people are seeing me in a very elegantly, and sometimes you feel very uncomfort, but at that point when I was doing, people are appreciating, what is this all about? So I was very keen by
Yeah.
explaining each and every people, because I was having the entire the campaign sheet where I just shared with you. So that was the entire campaign I was running, and we have been appreciated for. There was an interview which was taken by Z News and other media, Times of India, and all others, and my mother was so happy that my my child is came in the TV, and all the people are wait, when can I become an actor? But I don't want to become an actor, but this is something that I did it, and someone had covered, and she was really happy that something good is happening within the family. And I don't want to create an example, because there are always opportunities in and around. I think you should look out and you should do it. That is the best way that you can do it. From that point, I can say that.
Yes. Basically, what Naresh, what you are just talking about, every human being, every person in this world has come here with a cause.
Yes, yes.
Everyone in this world is bought in this world with an objective, with a cause. It's only for you to understand what cause are you pursuing, what is your inner uh, drive, what is your inner passion, what are you here for, and what is the purpose of your life. And I'm sure if people start understanding that we all have a purpose in life and how we can all come together, contribute, and work together towards pursuing a particular cause. And that's the reason I am actually conducting these kind of meetings with people who are actually creating some change, who are touching lives, who are bringing some paradigm shift in the community. And that's the reason I thought it's very important for people to know through the ACE personal resource development training and coaching platform. I actually help people to achieve creative excellence, and that is why these YouTube meetings are conducted, so that I can bring more and more people to the audience to understand that every one of us has the capability to create change, to create transformation, not only in himself but in the community. So I really, the other thing that you said, Naresh, was that your daughter was watching you while you were doing this campaign. Now, can you imagine your daughter is being inspired by you and your wife, and she is going to take forward this particular initiative when she grows up with pride, with a lot of pride that my parents have created an initiative that I can carry forward. And maybe she can carry forward many other initiatives, but you and your wife have given her the strength and that determination that you show. I'm sure she is going to be another powerful personality when she grows up, with her own thought process to bring uh, a paradigm shift in the community with her own causes. So I think that is very important that you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's true. Yeah. Apart from anything you want to ask, like,
No,
any
the
question?
thing I want to ask again is, how is this whole strategy now? How do you continue this process? What are the steps do you take right now, basically?
Yeah, so right now, the thing is that so this is I the initiative which I started. So I have given to this project to one of the NGO in Mumbai. It's
Mm,
called Manav Vatsalya Foundation.
mm,
So because since it needs a lot of people and lot of promotion, like, talking to doctors, arranging all these things. So being like, we together we started it, and so since we required more people to get in, so we have associated with this foundation. And in that program, like, every year they have this what it's called, it's event. So in that event, it's a yearly event. So in that event, here, this organization has launched our mother milk donation campaign in that. And so it was a beautiful event. So we called Dr. Almira Fernandez in this event, where she was a chief guest of that event, and there are other people are also was there. Bittaji was also there. So there are many other people. Rion person was there too. Because it's need a lot of attention to go about, because it's a very noble thing, and the people has to be very serious to go about. Then we have handed over the entire thing. So then after that those people have started promoting that campaign. And from that, Madela was the company who makes all these breast pumps. So we have written a letter to them that we
Madela,
need
right?
the
Madela,
Modela.
Modela. Right.
Modela is the company who makes breast pumps.
Okay.
So we have written an email that we require some kind of, like, this much of pumps. Can you donate us? So these people have donated us 4 kit to us. So that kit we are giving whoever is willing to donate the milk. And that was the entire idea. Let's start it initiative by one, not on a masses, but it
Okay.
will take time to bring on the masses, because that, at least if a person is doing by one, I think that change will, because that change will start creating. So the entire thing is like, so we started promoting each and every event. Like in India, we have a lot of events happening, festivals happening. So we used to go and promote this event, like, in a bigger scale, where where a woman interaction is there, like, women's programs is there, like,
Yeah.
so we used to go this Aldi Kumkum program, like society programs, small events, where we can have the possibility to and explain our
network with
cause,
people. Yes.
yeah, with a network, like,
Yes.
unless until if we start creating this awareness within the society, and I think one day that impact will create more, and I think I'm sure that that change will come by gradually. That's how this we have been started. And so since right now we are not in Mumbai, so we have shifted to Pondicherry. And
Okay.
yeah, so the thing is that, so since we have been traveling, so now we are doing some other project. So this is something which it requires a lot of people. So we have moved out from that project, and definitely we will be getting in touch if they require any information or any kind of support that they need. So Nirmala and me are always there to do something, like to help them, like, if they require us to come like anytime in Mumbai, any kind of help they need. So
Right.
we are in a different journey now. So
Right.
that's how it is. Yeah.
So, Naresh, uh, another question is when you talk about Sign Hospital,
Mm.
if the children don't get this mother's milk, they must be malnutrition, right? So there is a lot of problem if the children don't get this milk. What happens in that case?
Yeah. So what it happens generally, because when I see in the hospital, it's an NICU. It's called neonatal intensive care unit, where they don't give outside, like,
Hmm.
something which they don't promote also. First of all, that's
Hmm.
the thing. They use their internal, like whoever the mother comes,
Right.
they started donating that milk, and that milk they give it to other infants, like, if mother is suffering from any
Okay.
disease, if she can't give the milk, so they use the others mother's milk to feed the baby.
Okay. So, but
So that's
with this new initiative, Naresh, whoever wants to be a part of this initiative, they have to go to the hospital to give the milk, or can they bring?
Yeah. Now, right now, see, right now we have two milk banks. One is in Sign Hospital. It's the biggest hospital. Then second is in, I think they have started in KM Hospital. So whoever say, like, if someone wants to really donate, that Sign Hospital van will come and collect the milk,
From
because this
home,
is what,
from
yeah,
home.
yeah, from home.
Okay.
So they will provide a kit also.
Okay.
And because it's not like you have to give by day, you have to store it in a such a way that they can come and collect in a week of time.
Okay. So
So that's,
they will train the person.
yes, they will give a training each and
Yeah.
everything. And before giving the milk, there are some tests you need to go through it. If you are having any problem, you can't give that.
Okay.
So they will check the hepatitis B, A, or something, like, if you're suffering from any diseases, you can't donate it. That is the criteria.
So what are you doing in Pondicherry now?
Uh,
You are a Bombay wala, yaar. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
so right now, so it's been actually, the thing is that I took a voluntary retirement from my work now.
Okay.
So I'm no more into my work. I'm just because since my elder one is little grown up, she was the one thing is that since she's a naturally born child, so she was never been into school, and I
Okay.
don't want to get into the school now. And we are unschooling both our children. And so since it's been 3 years, I've been traveling across India, meeting all the beautiful people, community. I just want to know I was just searching the life purpose, like, I need a little like-minded people, that, I'm looking like a community where I can be and gel with them. So right now I moved to Pondicherry in Auroville. So I came in Auroville last year, and I was really touched with the community, the people around. And I think the reason moving here is like for children, because here there's a lot of invention happen. And Auroville has, like, the unschooling, like, schools are there. So I just came and I'm just experiencing now. It's like that.
So what is Auroville? What is it about basically?
So Auroville is a
You have
speech.
a project. You said you're doing something.
Yeah,
And
so right now I'm associated with an NGO called Mohanam. So they are into cultural programs. So basically, they help the local bioregion of Auroville and as well as the bioregion villages, the arts, the artisans, and the culture. So they promote. So I am joined as a design head over there. So I look for their design and everything. And being an artist, so I love art and all. So Nirmala is also associated with that organization. So she is working with the Monam as a subdivision called Oroshakti. So it's a women empowerment division. So she is handling that part. So I'm looking the other part. So she is more involved in the women's part. So it's like that.
so you've come out of the conventional job structure,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you
So
are in more an entrepreneurial,
yeah, more like a social
creative life.
entrepreneur. Yeah, yeah. So more like a social. I am because since the journey was started like something which, and I thought I should go and do something which really need in a society, not in a city. If I could go in the village and see how the village functions and how I can contribute, and whatever the skill set that I have, I want to contribute to the locals, even because people are struggling to get educate and all. So here I'm helping in the vocational training also. So I am one of the mentor where I am educating the rural local people and all. So it's a wonderful. I'm feeling very good on that note.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Because you are a creative person yourself, so I
yeah,
think that is your passion, has always been your passion,
yeah.
to
So
find creativity in life, right?
yeah, so that is aligning my thoughts also, and I'm happy whatever that I'm contributing, whatever the skill set, whatever that I can have, and I can sharing my knowledge and sharing everything. So it's a wonderful feeling that I am having. That so
Right.
that's how it is. So
Great.
yeah,
So, Naresh, you and Nirmala, you have always been contributors to communities, to people, and even now you are contributing to this particular venture. So, I thank you very much for being here on this interview session to contribute your time and share your experience. Also, after this particular video meeting, I would request you to give me some contact details which I can put here on the YouTube so people can approach those societies or organizations who can help them in this particular requirement so that I'm sure they will also be able to contribute
yeah.
towards the
So I
future.
think I already shared some of the videos which you can share it to others. Like you can use it as a content because
Yes,
these are all whatever that I could get it and I was shared with you. If people
exactly.
want more information, they can connect. I can share it on a WhatsApp. The
Yeah,
organization who has been initiating, and I can you can go directly to the Sign Hospital also. But
I will put the links on the video so that they can
yeah,
approach the right people wherever they
yeah.
want.
So that's you can do that.
Thank
So
you. Thank you very much,
yeah.
Naresh. It was a real pleasure to be talking to you today, and I'm really thankful for you to share such valuable information with our audience. And it's definitely going to bring some kind of awareness in the community that there are such organizations which are actually creating a lot of uh, support towards the children in this way. So thank you very much, and also my regards to Nirmala. She's not here today, but please do give her my regards, and definitely we can always keep in touch for any further communication. So thank you very much, Naresh,
Yeah,
and
thank you
take
so
care.
much. Yeah. Thank you so much, Rizwan. That I hope that you have your own wonderful journey, and I and I'm thankful and I'm grateful, deep gratitude to you that, and I think you took some initiative to uh, taking interviews and supporting each and every people. So thank you so much.
That is the initiative that I pursue through ACE because I believe that everyone should achieve creative excellence in whatever field that they are. And through my training and coaching, I help people in implementing their skills and improving themselves. And you, people like you, are inspirations. That's why I try to bring this information to my audience. So thank you very much. Have a
Thank you.
nice
Thank you.
day, Naresh.
Yeah, yeah,
Take
yeah, yeah.
care. Bye bye.
Take care. Bye bye.